You cannot regain your dignity if your mind is still stuck on that person that hurt you in that past toxic relationship. And don't get me wrong, you have every right to feel the way you feel in regards to how bad someone had treated you. But at the same time, the more you ponder over what this person did to you, the more you ponder over their wrongdoing, the more that person still has control over your mind, preventing you from living the kind of life you deserve. And what I want to do is I want to help you get rid of this emotional baggage so that way you can regain your dignity and successfully move on with your life. Let's begin with self-acceptance, not self-esteem, because there's a slight difference between the two. And self-esteem is something I will be talking about here in this video, because whenever we get stuck in toxic relationships, that's the first thing that gets attacked. But you got to have self-acceptance before you can have self-esteem. And self-acceptance means that you accept the current reality. You accept who you are, you accept your current emotions, you accept your flaws and imperfections. Now, accepting your flaws and imperfections, I mean, let's say for instance, you might have a lot of regret. You might be thinking to yourself about maybe how stupid you were about dating this person. All right, I don't want you thinking of yourself as being stupid. I want you to accept that. I want you to accept the fact that you made a mistake. Now, there's a reason why you continue to date that person. There's a logical reason, as a matter of fact. During that relationship, there was some form of belief that told you that if I continue to hold on, then things will get better. Okay, we all make that mistake, all right? But don't sit there and think to yourself that, oh, I was stupid for doing this. You had a reason. You had a good reason to hold on to that relationship. You just, unfortunately, you found out the hard way. But that don't mean you should just put yourself down and just have regrets. Accept the fact that you made a choice just like everybody else. And regarding your current emotions, you might be feeling down in the dumps. You might be feeling angry at yourself, angry at the other person. Accept those emotions. We all have emotions. And see, a lot of times people will tell you, people might look at you like you're crazy because you feel a certain way. Like, why are you angry? Why are you down in the dumps? Why you let this person get to you like this? Okay, I understand that eventually, you do have to move on. But accepting your emotions for what they are, you're just accepting the fact that you're human. And everybody has emotions. See, a lot of times people will tell you think positive, but see, positive thinking keeps you away from the reality. I mean, positive thinking, just imagine this. You're feeling down in the dumps, and then somebody comes along and say, hey, just think positive. What's going to happen? Are you just going to magically just lift yourself up and say, hey, I feel good about myself again? Doesn't work that way. But when you practice self-acceptance, that gives you a chance to avoid this internal conflict. Like positive thinking, you might be trying to say, well, I feel good about myself. I feel good. But then in reality, you don't feel good. You feel angry. So if you feel angry, just vent it out, express it, within control, of course. But when you admit your current emotions, then it takes a lot of that burden away already. So accept the fact that you made a mistake, become understanding, accept your current emotions. Now, after you practice self-acceptance, now's the time to regain your dignity. You do this by rebuilding your self-esteem, all right? Basically, same thing. Your self-esteem is your worthy. What's special about you? I want you to ask yourself this question. What do you like most about yourself? What do you think you deserve in life? See, these questions that you ask yourself determines on your self-esteem. And all you have to do is look for supporting evidence. You look for a time where you did something special that you felt good about. You look for a time where somebody has complimented you on something you did or the kind of person that you are. Maybe somebody told you that you were a strong-minded person, or maybe like an intelligent person. I want you to think about all these things, because when you leave a toxic relationship, it's very important that you understand who you are and understand your self-worth. Because that person that you was in that relationship with, they might have been throwing all kinds of negative stuff in your direction, saying you're this and that, you got all these bad qualities. No, you have good qualities, and I want you to reinforce that. If you got to write it down on a piece of paper and say it out loud. As a matter of fact, I want to encourage you to say it out loud. Just find some alone time where you're by yourself. But just say out loud, I'm worthy because of this. And the more you reinforce your inner qualities, the more it's going to turn into a belief. And the more it turns into a belief, then you're going to start to live by that person again, because you got that quality already inside of you. Now, this is important because when you leave a toxic relationship, then that's when the inner critic, the subconscious mind, is going to start trying to put you down, saying what you should have did. And also, you might be around some bad influences too. You might have, maybe certain toxic friends that maybe might want to kick you while you're already down. Understand your worth. Rebuild your self-esteem. Because the only person you have to depend on during the aftermath of this destructive relationship you was in is you. You're the only person you have to depend on. But you have to love the person that you see in the mirror every single day. And there's still hope. All right? There's still hope in case you're feeling worthless. So again, accept yourself, your flaws and imperfections. All right? Accept it for what it is. Accept your current emotions. All right? Accept the reality. And then reinforce what's special about you. All right? Reinforce every single day. And if you do all these things, you'll be back on track again. I mean, you're going to look at that person that you was in that relationship with, you're going to look at that person and think to yourself, well, why did I waste my time on this person anyway? Anyway, you're going to feel better than you ever was beforehand. And then you're going to move on to possibly better relationships if that's what you choose to do. But overall, a better life. All right. So you're going to leave that old person behind. Don't let that toxic person or anybody put you down and make you lose your dignity. You're better than this. All right, so that's all I'm gonna leave for you for today. And I wanna thank you for watching this video. And until my next video, I wanna wish you an awesome self-esteem. And I'll talk to you next time.